Greetings, fellow action figure connoisseurs, and welcome to another episode of Digital Caveman Presents. I, as always, am your host, the Digital Caveman, and today I will be presenting you with Star Wars The Black Series, The Bad Batch Tech. Thank you for watching this video or any of my other videos that you may have watched, which I hope is all of them. Each view does count, and I do appreciate each and every single view that I receive. Comment below, like, share, subscribe if you'd like to see more reviews, and don't forget to ding that bell so that in the future, you will be notified as my future content becomes available. And with all that said, let's get into it! And as we always do here on Digital Caveman Presents, let's take a look at this packaging. Star Wars The Black Series, a nice big window showing off tech. Star Wars The Bad Batch, tech. Don't stick things in your pie hole. 4-and-up Hasbro. On the top, just a little window to let some light in. On the side, just a sliver of a window here, I guess just to let some light in. A continuation of the stripe for this series. And Star Wars The Black Series. On this side, the nice artwork that will line up and make a big picture with the rest of the Bad Batch series. And it says tech at the bottom there. And let's look at the bottom before we look at the back. Small print, fine print, legalese print, barcode, made in China, symbols. I am not going to learn what the hell they mean. Star Wars The Black Series, tech. Tech is the computer and weapons specialist, the most talkative of the group. His genetically enhanced brain can puzzle through technical issues at speeds even faster than some droids. And then we have the nice artwork. Don't stick things in your French pie hole. He's number 4 in the Bad Batch. Warning, don't stick things in your other language pie holes. Includes figure and 5 accessories. Small print, China print, Disney print, Hasbro print. And that, my friends, covers the packaging. And now let's take a look at Tech and his accessories. And let's start off with the accessories and start with the small ones first. Here's some kind of tool that fits in his belt. And another tool. And some kind of clamp or pliers or something else kind of tool. And here we have what looks to be the basic Clone Trooper Phase 2 pistol. Could also be Phase 1 pistol, because I'm sure this is the same kind that Rex always carried. I'm sure somebody out there knows, like, the model number of it and stuff. I don't remember that kind of stuff anymore. I used to remember all that kind of stuff, but I don't anymore. And here's his backpack. The back of it, you can see he has a T-shaped peg. So I'm assuming so nobody else can use it. It's got a couple of antennas coming off of it. A little bit of paint apps. But so he can store a bunch of more crap. Now here's his helmet. Nice sculpt. Not a whole lot of detail, but it really doesn't need a whole lot of detail. I don't think. It's where it doesn't have detail, it makes up for it in paint apps. See that little skull there? And the lenses, the nose piece. And this actually does go up and down so that you can raise and lower his little visor. And then he does have some antennas on there as well. So very nice looking helmet. Let's take a look at the figure. I think he looks pretty good for being a cross between the animated and a realistic figure. Although to me, he should be a little more gaunt than what he is. He just looks a little too filled out in the face. But other than that, nice. A very nice face sculpt. When you look at this guy, you know who he is. Nice sculpted detail throughout the figure. And paint apps where they need to be. And there's a T-shaped hole in his back for his backpack. Let's look at articulation. Head. Can do the full exorcist. Looks up that far. Looks down. Well, that's some ab crunch in there. Looks down that far. Looks to be a ball joint in the top and maybe a dumbbell in the bottom. I'm not going to pull it apart to see for sure. 360 degrees for his arm. And it will go out a full 90 degrees. And you see the shoulder pad and the armor here on the shoulder. Sorry about that. Bumping the camera. Y'all are used to it, I guess. If you watch enough of my videos, you're used to that camera getting bumped. But the chest armor strap there, so that doesn't really get in the way. Nothing in here. 360 degree rotation at the elbow. And the elbow does give you better than 90 degrees. 360 degree rotation at the wrist. And it's on an in and out joint. And the other arm is the same except up. So up and down joint on the wrist. Oh yeah, he's got some waggle too. Waggle, waggle. At the abs, he can bend backwards that far and forward that far. 360 degree rotation here at the ab crunch. Nothing at the waist, and that's fine. He gets enough of it up here. He doesn't need it down here too. Legs, he will do the splits that much. He kicks forward that far. Backwards that far. There is a cut here at the upper thigh. And if you move his leg around, he will get a full 360 degree rotation out of that cut. Single jointed knee gives you better than 90. It also has a 360 degree swivel. Nothing under that till you get to the ankles. Down that far, up that far, and a forward facing pin for rocker action. Now, as far as storage of his accessories, he has these little loops right here. And they just kind of slide back in there. Some of these I don't think he really can hold. Yeah, these are just for decoration. Yeah, even that one. Maybe he can hold it in that hand. He can hold a wrench in that hand a little bit. So that's pretty cool. And they all just slide down in those hoops. There is no holster for his gun. So it has to store in his hand. Just slide it in there and twist, and the trigger finger should find its way in to the trigger guard. Mostly. Sometimes it needs a little help. His helmet goes right on. You might have to adjust it just a little bit to get it to look right. And it stays on. So no worries there. And the backpack just plugs right on in. And there, ladies and gentlemen, we have Tech from the Bad Batch. And now it's time for comparisons. And let's start out with Koska Reeves. And here we have Aura Singh. Return of the Jedi Deluxe, Boba Fett. Paz Vizsla, the Heavy Infantry Mandalorian. Din Djarin, the Mandalorian. Bo-Katan Kryze. Also from the Bad Batch, the Elite Squad Trooper. And a couple of figures from other lines, just so you can see how they square up with each other. G.I. Joe Classified Series, Regal Variant Cobra Commander. The Walgreens exclusive Marvel Legends series Silver Centurion Iron Man. And the Masters of the Universe Masterverse Revelations Evil Lyn. And that, my friends, does it for comparisons. For final thoughts on Tech of the Bad Batch, if you're a fan of the show, you're going to be a fan of this figure. The articulation is good, just what we've come to expect from the Black Series. Like I said earlier, my only real nitpick complaint, and it is a nitpick, by the way, is that the face doesn't look as gaunt as maybe it should. It's a little too full. But I understand that maybe that's what they had to do to get that more realistic look out of it. Or, I don't know. His head just looks skinnier, I think, on the show. But like I said, that's just a nitpick. Also, maybe if he'd have come with an extra hand to actually, you know, be able to use all these tools. That would have been kind of cool. But, you know, not a biggie. And again, if you like the Bad Batch, you're going to like this figure. He's a good figure. Great articulation. Very good paint apps, in my opinion. Your opinion may vary. But that does it for the review, guys. And gals, if there are gals watching. I hope you liked the video, or any of my other videos that you may have run across. Each view does count, and I do appreciate each and every single view that I receive. Thank you, thank you, thank you for watching. Comment below, like, share, subscribe if you'd like to see more reviews, and don't forget to ding that bell so that you will be notified as my future content becomes available. Well, that's a wrap, folks. I'll see you next time.